Good morning, everyone. Willie the Bam Johnson, Warrior Mindset. Today, today, October 6th. That's today's date. I was thinking this morning when I woke up, based on some feelings and emotions that I have that reflects the person that motivates the motivator is the motivator. A man by the name of Nick Kokinas taught me that. And when he allowed me to think on that, I reflect that my whole life was based upon that. Especially the moment when I had to make a decision to transform myself. Not a martial artist, not anybody, not even family was there when I sat there in the courtroom with a Bible in my hand and the judge asked me, "How do you plead, Mr. Johnson?" And I said, "I plead guilty, Your Honor." Because at that particular time I knew, leading up to that court date in a jail cell in 1989, I wrote on a piece of paper and begged and pleaded to God that if He would allow me to change my life at this point in time, I would never abandon Him. And since that time, I manifest them words into the lifestyle that I'm living today. Not one person came and gave me commissary. Not one person came to see what I was going through. Not one person checked on me. Other than my niece, who was still in her teens and was trying her very best to shoot some love out. Nobody else. And it's funny, there's nothing that can happen today where when I deal with people and relationships or collaborations go in the wrong direction, or accountability for them doing their part don't manifest, I ain't disappointed, because I'm cool with that, because that's how my whole life always been. It goes back to, if I don't do it myself, through the power and strength and belief and faith that God has instilled in me, I ain't going nowhere. I say again, nobody was there with me when I was eating out them trash cans. Nobody was there with me when I had to check into them shelters. Nobody was there with me when I was walking them streets hoping. Yeah, I was hoping, a little fantasy that somebody would come and give me a helping hand. Nobody was there. And those things motivate me. Because when my mom died in my arms, I didn't know what to do, because she was my everything. Today I know that she had to go in order for me to become the man I am today. And even today I still reflect back on situations that have brought about them same type of emotions. House fire, school struggling to manifest because certain team members and people within the dynamics of the relationships that you have abandon their responsibility and make excuses. But that's cool, because I really don't care about that, because I'm going to still do what I need to do to manifest the dreams and be the man and the child that God has created me to be, by taking care of my family, empowering my community, and making sure no kid will ever have to live a life like I live, especially when I come in contact with them, because I'm going to let them know the real. I'm going to let them know what I had to do and what I had to change about myself, and how I had to be committed to making sure I could become the man I am today. It ain't no joke, man. When it's time to transform and it's time to dig deep and it's time to take it to the next level from within, it ain't no joke, and it's a lonely path. Even today, man, when I think, times, it's crazy. I never hope for nobody to give me a helping hand. I never hope for nobody to do nothing for me. But through all the challenges, I gotta still tip my hat off to John Kokinas, EFC, real. for digging so deep to communicate deeply and realistically, not with a handout, but an honest level of authentic communication about God, family, school, and community. It gets no realer than that. Even on the streets, that's how it used to be. That was the code. God, take care of your family, take care of your community. And by doing all that, you're going to take care of yourself, because the motivation is from what you see through the power of enlightenment and growth through other people. That inspires you to keep on doing what you do. And through this path, man, it's just interesting that I'm so glad that all that happened to me instilled the strength inside of me to know that you can't let me down. You can't disappoint me. One time a guy told me when I was hustling on the streets in B-More, he said, yo, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have never got on. I'm like, hold up, for real? I was on them steps. I put my life on the line. You ain't do nothing for me. You probably told the guy about me, but I put in my own work. Don't be taking no claim or trying to take, credit for me out there, put my own life on the line. Yeah, I appreciate the opportunity, but for real, I did me, you did you. That's all it is. It's the same thing in business. I learned through it all, man. It's good. It's good. Regardless of what happened, it's good. You know why it's good? Because I learned to respect and support people regardless of what they may do, because they can't do it to me, not unless I allow it to happen to me. But it's just been an interesting journey, man. And it goes back to say I appreciate all the support, all the things that people put in my life to inspire me and connect me and them. But at the end of the day, it comes back to you. No different than a jail cell. No different than that court judge said, how do you plead, Mr. Johnson? I said, guilty, Your Honor. Because I was sick and tired of, faking it and being a procrastinator and being around fakes, haters, instigators. Most importantly, I was ready to stand up and be a man, to be a leader, and represent the strength and power that God instilled in me, along with my parents, my community, and all the people that was around me, even the negative people. And you know what? Still to this day, I do the same thing. Since that day, in 1989, when I was in the jail cell, after I refused to commit suicide and end it all, I haven't stopped doing anything to this day. Because you know why? I ain't going to take no chances. I ain't going to never give another human being the right to have control of my destiny and who I am as a person. And most importantly, to sacrifice my family. It's only because I choose not to be the ignorant fool that I used to be out there on the streets trying to hurt people and beat people down, that I work so hard to be a humble, loving person like God wants me to be. It used to be hard. It used to irk me so bad because you just want to bruh, for real? But you can't do that. Today I'm so grateful that desire don't even set in that powerful anymore, where I want to hit somebody or hurt somebody or just go off on somebody. Sometimes I just sit back and say, man, geez, I done came a long way. Don't even matter. I ain't gonna hate, I ain't gonna put nobody down. Bottom line, I say again, when I went in that courtroom, when I wrote on that piece of paper in that jail cell in 1989, and most importantly, when I walked out of jail with $20 in a dream, all what I do today is a manifestation of me just being sick and tired of being the person I used to be.